Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly. I'm so glad you guys are here. Today, we're doing another 3 looks, 1 palette, this time upside down, with the Ace Beaute Smoky Rose palette. I have kind of hit and miss feelings, mixed feelings on Ace Beaute's palettes. Beautiful, it's cute. Cardboard packaging, does have a mirror in it. We've got a little protective sleeve. That's the color story. Like, we're hitting on all the cylinders, right? Like, we can look at this and go, oh yeah, that looks beautiful. We can see looks. We've got lots of looks, actually. I love that we've got a super dark shade in here. We've got a light matte in here. Makes me super happy. Not too shimmer heavy. Looks like we've got like 5 shimmers in a 15 pan palette, which is great. My problem is not the shimmers with Ace Beaute. My problem is that sometimes the mattes don't really perform. So this is the latest and greatest. I've recently done 2 other videos on Ace Beaute, so I'm not trying to, like, you know, hype up the brand, because this might be my last chance with these guys. I think I've got half a dozen palettes at least of Ace Beaute, and it's like, oh well, the new formula is better, right? It's the mattes. So today we've got the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base to start with, because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go for one of my tried and true favorite eyeshadow primers. So I've applied that with a brush and then kind of went over it a little bit with my sponge just to make sure I didn't have too much product on there. We're doing 3 looks. We gotta do this. I feel like these are broken up pretty well. This really almost like red, brick red kind of look, that's different, right? I don't ever use that. I might have to, huh? Let's do a look with that. So sometimes I like to look, you know, down a row, get a pretty good feel for something. Boy, that would be really stunning, wouldn't it? And I love when they do squares of colors too, because sometimes I'm a 3 or 4, you know, shade person. That one probably not. That might be a little bit too shimmer heavy. That one that one's pretty dark, but I think I can make that work. That absolutely, maybe, yes. Maybe that might be too light for me. Yes, I think so. I'm gonna, I really wanna incorporate this and this and this together, but I think I'm gonna use this kind of pink shade down here called Calm. And I've got my Rephr 01, my absolute favorite Rephr brush. So we're just gonna kind of use this for a transition. Now, I am not a professional makeup artist. I am not even a professional YouTuber. I did not get the scent in PR. I purchased it with my own money. And like I said, this might be the last one that I purchased. So that shade Calm, had very little show on my eyes. I'm gonna go into this one over here called Blinding. I don't know that that's blinding. I don't mean to be hating on this brand, you guys. I'm just have been left feeling a little less than impressed. Okay, I'm gonna put this brush aside in case I have to do any blending. I'm going with the Dominique Cosmetics Packer shade, and I'm going into this down here called Smokey. This is like the red shade. I'm kind of loaded up a little bit. Let's just see how this one works. All right, so far I'm not getting, maybe a little tiny bit of patchiness, but not too bad. And we're just gonna see if we can't keep building it up here. All right, a little bit of patchy, but not bad. Here's the thing that I have found with the Ace Beaute formula. Some people really love them, right? For me, I feel like the mattes end up being kind of patchy and dry, but the shimmers are fantastic. So the shimmers always save it for me. I never do looks with red eyeshadow. I'm kind of excited. All right, let's take a little bit of this down below here. Try to avoid looking like we've got pink eye. Sorry, I didn't mean to have that thing in front of my face. Okay, I'm gonna clean off that brush a little bit. You know what? I love applying their shimmers with fingers, so I'm gonna take this one right here, which is called Pearl, and it almost looks like a copper color. Oh, see, the shimmers do it for me. I feel like I can almost get away with any color combination because their shimmers are so beautiful. Yeah, who would have thought to do like copper and red? I love this. All right, and I'm just kind of bringing that up a little bit high. I'm gonna lose most of it anyway, right? So it's more of kind of like the shock and awe when you blink. I've got a Rephr 26. I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is, it's called Forest. I don't know how you get kind of a brick red as being forest. It's like a reddish brown. I guess it's not really a brick red. I'm gonna call it a reddish brown. We're just gonna layer it right over the top. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna use the mirror in the palette. That would have been a good ASMR moment, huh? All right, so I'm just gonna kind of build that brown up a little bit more on top, kind of blend it into that copper, and then taking that copper over the top of it just one more time, right on that seam. We're just gonna kind of lightly soften up that ledge up here. I need one more shade. I think I'm gonna use the gold shimmer in here. Nice. I really do feel like I could take that copper all over my lid, but instead, I'm gonna go into this one right here. I feel like I wanna use this one twice. We're gonna use this one called Strength. And I'm just gonna take that into the inner portion of my lid. Again, I'm kind of pressing it and swiping. So, you guys, just as a reminder, I don't get anything in PR. Like this didn't come to me as a gift. I did purchase this with my own money, and as kind of just a last ditch effort to try the brand, because now I've tried so many ones, so many palettes with this brand, and I just want to love them. I just really want to love this brand, and I just haven't been able to. Maybe this will be the palette. Maybe this, I'm gonna go back into Forest, it's that dark brown. Maybe this will be the palette that makes all the difference. Okay. Pillow Talk eyeliner, I'm gonna use that just kind of in my waterline a little bit. And this liner may be kind of at the end of its lifespan here. I probably need to sharpen it. Okay, how about a little black liner? Just right on top. One of my favorite like liquid eyeliner hacks. I don't do a lot with liquid eyeliner, but my favorite liquid liner hack is to kind of use the side of it and press it on right at the lash line, and then do a little tiny triangle at the end. I have close set hooded eyes, so doing liquid eyeliner and doing wings gets a little lost because I'm a lady of a certain age. Let me put some mascara on. If I were a false lash wearer, I might consider putting on false lashes, but there is look number one. I don't do red eyeshadow, like ever. I have a couple of them. Like I've got I know that ColourPop did like a strawberry one or watermelon or something like that. I know that I have other red shadows. I just have never left the house wearing red shadow. And now I kind of want to. Now again, because I have these hooded eyes, you lose most of it. But I think that's actually kind of pretty. I want to pick up a little bit more of Smokey, which is the kind of like tomato red here in the corner. And I'm gonna put a little bit more of it right here. Make it a little bit more, I'm gonna make it stand out a little bit more. I'm gonna take a little bit more of it down here, now that I have that kind of other darker color on. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of pretty in an unexpected kind of way. All right, one down. I mentioned before I want to do something with this purple and this black over here. Let's go into that. I'm gonna start with this shade right here called Brick. I don't understand some of their names. I felt like Forest should have been Brick. I don't know what color or what shade this is. I mean, eggplant? I don't know. I guess they're trying to do like rose colors, but this is a cool tone purple, so it's almost like a gray purple. Love me a smoky eye, love me a monochromatic look. Could you just not get patchy, please? And that's the thing that I struggle with these guys. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I feel like I really, really want to love them, and I just struggle with the patchiness. Okay, let's try a different brush. I've got a Morphe brush here. I'm still using that purple brick shade. I'm hoping that I can just build it up a little bit where it doesn't seem so patchy to me. I know I mentioned the part where I'm not a professional makeup artist. I know you guys heard that already. Getting a little bit of transfer down here. Let me take a clean brush. I know this is a huge brush, but let me take this clean brush and just kind of try to buff this out. So you're saying, Shelly, why did you end up buying a palette from a brand that you haven't had good luck with? Well, because I really want to like these guys. I really, really want them to work for me. I hear other people go, oh my gosh, they're great, they're fantastic. And I'm like, really? Maybe I'm missing something. So I thought today we'll try it with a different primer. That looks like I got beat up, doesn't it? Thought I would try it with a different primer just to see if a better primer, a more consistent primer would make all the difference. I'm going in with that gold again. This one's called, again, it's called Strength. I don't have to do this, but I kind of like purples and golds together. I'll do something with one of the silvers next time. I love the color story. I thought the color story looked right up my alley without being brown. Not super saturated color, but some color. And a color story that I actually thought was kind of pretty and usable and all that. And I thought, you know what, this might be my last chance with these guys. I'm taking a Rephr 03 into this, it's almost like a sequin shade or a satin shade. It's like a black but with some sparkles on it. It's called Mystery. So let's just take this on the outside here and we'll just deepen up that crease, give it a little bit more of an exotic look, I hope. Maybe it's just that I don't blend as much. I've got so many eyeshadows that just kind of blend themselves that I think maybe I'm cutting the process too short and I'm just not putting the sheer quantity of minutes into blending to get that seamless blend so that it doesn't look patchy. I don't know. I feel like I got kind of almost black-eyed here. All right, we're gonna take the same pencil brush and I'm gonna go back into that purple called Brick, which still seems like a strange name. We're just gonna go a little bit further down here, kind of smudge that out. Oh yeah, and see now I have so much fallout down there. Going in with another clean brush. I'm gonna be cleaning all my brushes today, you guys. I'm just gonna kind of try to lighten this up here a little bit. I'm gonna take Bloom. It's the lightest, sorry, I didn't mean to blind you guys here with the glare. I'm gonna take that shade right here called Bloom. Again, the names don't really seem to match up. All right. So I guess I gotta ask you guys, what's been your experience with Ace Beaute? Are you enamored with the brand? Is it not really your cup of tea? Like, what are you, do you have the same problems I do? Have you been scared or I guess, shying away from the brand because of the challenges I've had? Or am I just, like, I'm not professionally trained, right? Although I do have a story. I can tell you guys something about that. Maybe some other time. Anyway, I'm just feeling like I want to like this brand so much more than I do. I don't even know who to compare it to. I do like that purple. I'm getting kind of excited about that now. I mean, I think the gold on it helps a little bit, and I know not everybody likes to pair purple and gold. Maybe it's the like the New Orleans vibe that I'm going for here. I need to throw in some green and we'll be good to go. This mascara is not the most perfect for showing up against some of these darker colors. Maybe do a lash if you are going to use this, or maybe a fiber building mascara that's really going to give you a lot of length. This is the one from About Face. I think it's good for most makeup for me, but if I do a super smoky or color drenched look, which is not really my comfort zone, I just don't think it shows up as strongly. I think we end up losing the lashes a little bit. Yeah, even on my bottom lashes, I kind of lost them a little bit. All right, so that's look number 2. We got this kind of purple and gold thing going on here. Cool toned. I don't mind it, it's okay. You know, it's a little overwhelming for me right now. The red, surprisingly, out of the 2, I don't know, is the red your favorite? All right, let's take these off and come back with the third and final look. We're back. So I've used these ones. I've used a number of these ones. I think that kind of leaves us with some of these ones here in the middle, huh? So we're gonna go back into the mattes. This one's a Rephr 32, a little bit of an angled brush. I'm gonna start with this shade right here called Power, which is kind of like a dusty mauve. And we're gonna go in. I do still have that Gerard Clean Canvas eye base on. And of course it's already patchy. So let's just keep trying here. There's got to be something that I'm missing. Am I just expecting too much from the mattes? I mean, should I settle? I just don't know. I'm going all over the lid just to see if I can't get a smooth application of it. I certainly wouldn't wear this for work. It's just too dark and smoky. It's It's not bad like that. Would have thought that the color would have been lighter just based on, you know, kind of the placement here because it's so mid-tone in here, but it's coming off as pretty pigmented. We're just gonna try not to overthink it here. So I'm packing this on just to see how much I can get. Now I do get leaky eyes sometimes, they get a little watery, and sometimes that will affect it. But up until just now, my eyes have not been watering too much. I filmed a couple videos today. I tried to get a number of things filmed at once because I have a broken ankle. So it's hard for me to get around a little bit. And I'm not filming in my regular filming place. I've had a lot of positive comments that they like the lighting in here a little bit better. I don't know if it's the daylight lighting or if it's the fact that the background is kind of further away and darker. I'm not really sure. And then that strap, which for now is just a point of contention because I'm just gonna leave it up there instead of trying to fix it, because for whatever reason, I've got short-term memory, and when I go to walk away, it's still there. If that drives you crazy, leave me a comment down below. So, I mean, it's on, and it's not horribly patchy, I guess. I just think that as soon as my eyes water a little bit, it's gonna be miserable. It's just gonna get kind of streaky or something. It's a pretty shade. I like the shade quite a bit, actually. Fun brush here from Sigma. I'm gonna take the shade right here called Rose, which is kind of funny because I wouldn't have thought that was a rose shade. I feel like none of these names are in the right place. All right, we're taking Rose a little bit here on the inner, let's say inner quarter, but I'm actually kind of blending it into the inner third of the eye, just as a little lightness trick. I feel like this just isn't the palette where I'm gonna do an all matte look, you know? Especially if they're unpredictable or patchy. They don't feel particularly dry right now, so maybe that part of the formula's gotten better. I don't know. It's hard for me to go from like these guys to something like a ColourPop formula that tends to be very consistent. Honestly, going from this to maybe even a Morphe formula, it's sad that I gotta compare the brands like that. All right. You know what? That's not horrible. It's really not. And then the saving grace, of course, is to put a shimmer over the top. So I've got three that I'm really interested in. This one seems like a little darker, this one seems a little bit lighter, and this one seems a little bit more pink toned. So let's just take a look here. Yeah, that's pretty, I'm gonna call that almost like a gunmetal. This is the lighter silver right next to it. That one's a little thin. That one looks almost like more like a topper and less like a metallic-y kind of shimmer. Let's like take a look at the pink one. Yeah, that's actually pretty. I think that's the one I'm gonna use. I started off thinking I was gonna use the one called Grease, G-R-I-S-E. I don't know, but I'm using the one called Secret instead. I was thinking I was gonna use that silvery one, but as I swatch it, I'm kind of thinking this pink is the way to go. You guys, the shimmers absolutely save the eyeshadow for me. And if you are somebody who does not like a shimmer eyeshadow, this is not the palette for you. Unless you have some trick that I'm not aware of, because the mattes just do not perform as much as I'd like them to. I don't know what it is. I wish there was a way I could describe to you what they need to do better, because I hate being critical of something and then not saying like what you could do to improve. That's just kind of the way I'm wired. It's not just to say you suck, but to actually say, but if you did this, you wouldn't suck anymore. And I don't know that I can, I'm not saying that the palette sucks. I'm just saying 1000% the shimmer saved these palettes for me. And that's the only reason why I keep using them, is because of the shimmers I like so much. Snug, this one right here. And we're gonna put a little tiny plop of Snug right there. I'm gonna try to anyway. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that one is definitely more of a topper to me. It's a little bit thinner of a formula. I mean, it goes on, but I feel like you almost have to build it up a little bit to get it to show up. And I don't love glitter in the inner corner too much, you know, something too sparkly. I really do prefer a matte inner corner just to make it, you know, light and bright. But that's not horrible. I feel like it ended up being a lot softer than I thought it would be once I put that Secret shade over the top of it. We're gonna go back into Brick, this dark purple right here, and I'm just gonna pick a little bit of it up the tip of my brush, and we'll see if that darkens the lash line at all. You know, I just can't get away from those smoky monochromatic looks. And this is the eye that just started leaking a little bit here. I because of the extra attention I've given to it. I did try to take my contacts out and clean them a little while ago, even though I just put them in this morning for the first time in like a week. All right, it didn't give me a super dark lash line. I think I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of liquid eyeliner again, like I did with the first two looks. This is the e.l.f. H2O, yeah, H2O proof eyeliner pen. So waterproof eyeliner pen. I hate to think about covering up just to get it to the point where it would leave, but this is definitely that eyeshadow. Okay, you guys, don't let me buy any more Ace Beaute eyeshadow palettes. I think I have everything that they've come out with as far as like everything I can get my hands on. Like I have their blush, I think I've got blush trios. I think I've got those. I've got their bronzer trios. I do have another lip liner and lip product I want to try on here that I purchased when I picked up these. I don't know. You know what? That's a look I would leave the house wearing that. I feel like I need a little bit more. I'm gonna take Brick again, this kind of darker purple, and I'm just gonna kind of build this up a little bit out here. It does give me some dimension with that power shade, the kind of dustier mauve. I'm gonna take a little bit of this, kind of smudge it down here along the lash line. Let me put some mascara on, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys. Is this any like drastically different than the last look? The purple one? I don't know, the purple and the gold. Let me put a little bit more of that rose colored. I think this is a very, very lovely shade. The kind of pink shimmer. I really, really like it. Might be my favorite shade in this palette, actually. Yeah, kind of, you know, frosty pink perfection. All right, let's look at the lip products. I picked up another lip liner. These are really, really fun. They're very fancy with the caps on them and stuff. And this is a little deeper and more purple than I would normally go. Just kind of feeling like I need a bold lip. See how I did with the, what shade is that? Can I tell you? Lip liner is in the shade In Love. And then the lip product I got is the one called All That. I don't think this is the same one that I already have. In fact, I know it's, the last one I purchased was like a short lipstick. This is the last one that I purchased. This is a lot longer. I'm guessing this is a liquid lip and not a gloss. Let's see here. No, it's a gloss. I think one of the first lip products I picked up from them was a matte lip. And I think I was introduced to the brand because of a like a subscription service, like a subscription box. I can tell you that the purple eyeshadow, I mean, it kind of goes with what I'm wearing. I'm wearing like this lavender colored shirt and this navy sweater cardigan coat thing. Anyway, you guys, and I know the light's a little off here. I don't know if that helps or hinders. So there's the makeup. I feel very made up. I guess it's good that it's the end of the day. In all fairness, it comes together. Like I would leave the house like this. This is absolutely a look that I would leave the house in and I would feel just fine. It's the mattes. Am I the only one that has a problem with this? I like the color story. I don't know. I feel like these two shades are a little redundant. I lost this one completely on my eyelid. I didn't even need that one at all. That one was a pretty good buffing shade. I didn't use this one. Is that the only shade I didn't try today? Sure. I swatched Grease, like a voodoo word? I don't really know. Anyway, you guys, this is called Smoky Rose, Smoky Rosé, Smoky Rose, Smoky Roses. I think it's Smoky Roses. I don't know what to think. Just like the last two Ace Beaute palettes that I played with, I liked the end result, but it's those mattes, and I don't know what to do about it. I know that sometimes you get super saturated colors in a matte. They're very hard to formulate. But is that the excuse? Do you just stop with that? Or do you go, oh, well, they're gonna cover it with shimmers, so we don't have to try very hard? I don't even understand it. Do you need this palette? I'm gonna go on a limb and say you do not need this palette. Sorry, I'm never gonna get it sponsored, affiliated, anything like that, if I just keep being honest. I don't think you need this palette. I like the color story, I really do. And I don't think I have a palette that's like this. Could I get a work look? Maybe, yeah, with that ish, that one and maybe that one, kind of a work look, but I don't like their mattes. So this isn't gonna be one that I travel with for work. I think this is one that, you know, when I'm feeling like I need kind of a mostly cool tone look, or I did really enjoy this kind of tomato red here in the corner. That wasn't horrible. I don't know. I think I like this look better than the second one. I think I like the kind of rosé shimmer better than I like the gold shimmer. We'll just leave it like that. I do like the lip products though. I have zero issue with their lip products. These are my favorite things that I think that they do. I don't know, you guys. I don't think I'm gonna purchase from these. I'm gonna purchase another palette from these guys again. I think I just need to step away from it. I think I've tried them all. I think I have enough. I think that there are other brands out there that I like a little bit better. Sorry, Ace Beaute. You know. There you go. There's my honest opinion. You guys, I'm just a lady of a certain age. So feel free to throw my opinion out. If you love the quality, you love the products, and you've figured out how to use them, fantastic. Leave me a tip down below. Tell me what I need to be doing differently. And yeah, we're just gonna go from there. All right, you guys, I hope you guys are doing really well. I love you dearly, and I will see you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday back here on the channel, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I hope you're doing really well. See you in my next video. Bye for now.